The playoffs start today, and the massive, huge question right now is Shohei ready after 6 years not being in the playoffs? Also, Padres try to prevent Dodger fans from buying tickets to a Petco game? Are you kidding me? That's news. And familiar voice to call the Dodgers in the NLDS along with John Smoltz. We'll get to that in a moment. Also, the pitching matchups. But first, a big thank you. We hit the 1,000 mark. We've been doing the show for under a couple of months. Myself, Mike Nelson, been putting out Dodger content fresh daily, and we just hit the 1,000 mark on subs. So you know what to do. Let's get to 2,000 by the World Series, and let's win this thing. 2,000 by the World Series. Hit the sub button. Do it today. Playoffs start today. Is Shohei ready? I mean, he's only been playing for the Angels for 6 years, not in the playoffs, right? And so now, finally, he's in the playoffs. And a reporter asked him point blank, Shohei, are you ready? Reporter, Shohei, are you nervous for the playoffs to begin? Shohei, no. I'm sorry, but when I read that this morning, I was just like, this is funny stuff right there. Are you nervous for the playoffs to begin, Shohei? No. I mean, he's got a good point. 6 years he's been waiting for the playoffs to start as a member of the Angels, and they never did start. So, and here's the deal. Here's what I'm saying about Shohei right now. I feel that Shohei is going to be what we need because I'm going to say it. I don't like to harp on it, but remember – the early exit last year to the Arizona Diamondbacks, Freeman and Mookie went 1 for 21 collectively. Okay? Shohei leads things off. He is playing unbelievable baseball. He's not nervous. I don't think the dude gets nervous. So could he be the spark plug that the Dodgers need to get those bats going, especially Freeman and Betts? We don't need them to be going 0 for 4 and take a loss on the first game. Definitely, we don't want to see that. So I feel the Shohei effect is going to come in, and that's going to prevent the early exit from the Dodgers. So pumped on that. And maybe start looking at Shohei stuff, you know. What is Shohei all about? I mean, postseason, right? He's ready to go. Shohei Ohtani will play in the postseason for the first time since his 2016 Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters won the Japan Series. But also, credit to Shohei, he was also in the World Baseball Classic, which MLB apparently doesn't want to mention that. And he struck out Mike Trout, his friend, to win the game for Japan. So he has got some postseason experience. But Shohei, man, how do you pitch to Shohei, right? Well, you don't make mistakes. That's one of the things you don't want to do. Because if you make a mistake to Shohei, he is going to make you pay. I mean, it goes without saying, right? But you got to think about it. With Shohei, you might get away with a mistake from time to time against most hitters. You rarely ever will against Ohtani. So if you make a mistake for pitching to Ohtani, he's going to make you pay. You make good pitches and hope he gets himself out, one American League pitcher said. He is very good. He'll hit good pitches. He'll also hammer mistakes. That's what really good hitters do. They don't miss your mistakes, and they do damage with them. And that is the Shohei effect right there. He will do damage if you make that mistake. And even when you don't make a mistake, the dude can still hit home runs, right? He can still hit them. Let's check out, 54 home runs for the season, all right? Let's see where those pitches came from. Here we go. Take a look at this right here. Look at the spray chart right there. So look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at the very, very top one, that red one, right? That's a four-seam fastball right there at the top above the zone. And he hit that out. Look at the fastballs on the outside, too, that are outside the zone. See, so even when you don't make a mistake, Shohei is going to make you pay. And you can see it right there. That high pitch right there, that's above his freaking elbow. And he manages to get a bat around. And it's not a changeup. It's a fastball. So being able to catch up to a fastball above the zone, that shows you how quick his wrists are and how good Shohei is. So, wow. here we go. It's on. All right. Pretty pumped up about that. When I saw that spray chart, I had to share. Those are all 54 home runs. You see all the good ones, but you see those fastballs that are out of the zone that he manages to get a bad catch up to him and hit him out, man. That dude is there. Padres are scared. Did you hear about this one? Padres are scared. They're scared of Dodger fans. This reeks of insecurity right here. Padres attempt to prevent Dodger fans from purchasing NLDS tickets to Petco Park. Don't worry, you only get one game there anyways. San Diego Padres want their fans to pack the stands at Petco Park during the National League Division Series. And they're trying to block anyone else from showing up. Now, this is what it says. I got this from Ryan Phillips, who wrote this article. On Thursday, a note showed up for anyone attempting to buy tickets to the NLDS series between the Friars and the Dodgers. It's safe to say the Padres don't want anyone from LA in their stadium next week. I'm sorry. This is horrible. I mean, this just really shows you that you're like this insecure little brother, right? It's okay, Padre fans, right? We have 7 World Series wins. You got 0. It's okay. And our fan base is massive. No matter what the Dodgers do, whether they do good in this postseason, the fan base is through the roof. You can't stop the fan base, all right? And speaking of Padres, I just got to bring this up. Okay. So we start the show 2 months ago. I'm not hearing anything from Padre fans that much. And then as soon as these playoffs start kicking off, man, there is a lot of Padre trolls out there, okay? And I don't know what you're doing. I'm not going on to Padre YouTube channels myself. I wouldn't do that. So if you're not a Dodger fan, you're a Padre fan, what are you doing trolling us? We're just talking Dodger baseball here, man. It's just funny. The hate mail. Like, Dodgers, they're going to get swept and they're good. Look. We'll see, okay? Because that's why they play the games, to see. So you can say what you want to say. We can say what we want to say. That's how it works. But just chill down on the troll hate from the Padres right now, man. I know, okay? Just leave it alone, man. So buy your tickets. How are they going to know? What is this? Are they going to ask you when you're buying your tickets, hey, are you a Dodger fan? Because if you are, we're not selling tickets. You can only have nosebleeds. It's pretty dang funny. All right. Let's talk the pitching matchup for tonight. Dylan Cease and Yamamoto going at it. I like this. I like with Shohei starting and fellow countryman Yamamoto in this too again. A little Japanese love going on right there, man. That's what I'm feeling right there. So that's going to be a good situation. I like the fact putting Yamamoto in and taking Flaherty for Game 2. It makes sense because Yamamoto would be available for a Game 5 if there's going to be one. I'd like to say there's not going to be a Game 5. We need to take care of this earlier than that. But he would be available. So I see the plan. And plus, the Padres haven't seen much of him too. So that's got to play into effect as well. And the fact that you got to feel a little bit good because we just beat Dylan. I was only a 1-run game that we beat him at Dodger Stadium recently, like 2 weeks ago. So the Dodgers got to feel like, okay, look, we got to this guy. He lasted 5 innings. We beat him. We took the win, so we can beat this guy. So you got to have the confidence that you're able to do that. So that's the matchup. That's tonight. Looking forward to that. And some good news. Familiar voice to call the NLDS. Joe Davis and John Smoltz set the team up on the call for the Dodgers-Padres NLDS. And how's that? Joe Davis, who's been a Dodger announcer forever, ends up getting the national broadcast for the playoffs for the Dodgers. We like that, okay? We like having Joe Davis. I think he is an amazing commentator. Love to have him on there. But what I wonder on, now what if, it didn't happen this way, but what if Atlanta was able to have beat the Padres and the Dodgers were going to go to Atlanta? Would that be the same team? Smoltz being from the Braves originally, would it be Joe Davis, a Dodgers announcer, and Smoltz, former Brave? That would have been, would they have mixed that up? I don't know. But there you go. So Joe Davis with the call, John Smoltz. That is going to be on, what is that, Fox Yep, NLDS, best team in baseball versus the Padres tonight on Fox. It is going to be awesome. It is not going to be awesome. So make sure you tune in. That's going to do it. Dodger Digest, hit that sub button. Let's get it to 2,000 by the World Series. That's going to do it for me. Always remember, though, you hear me say this from time to time. I'll continue to say this. Go through your whole day today, but always remember to think blue.